Welcome back to Jenna's Kitchen. I love meatloaf, but sometimes I don't have enough time to cook a big meatloaf that takes like an hour to cook. But I had the solution for that. Mini meatloaf muffins. They're super duper simple and you get the meatloaf flavor in less time. But before we get into the video, make sure you go hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications when I post a new video. So let's get started. So in my bowl, I have 1 pound of ground beef. Here I have half a pound of ground sausage, 1 cup of oats. Now you could use breadcrumbs, but I like oats better. 1 egg, half a cup of onions to give it some flavor. Get all the good oniony goodness. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I don't know how to say that, so if someone can tell me how to say that, I would greatly appreciate it. Put it down in the comments how to say Worcestershire sauce. 2 teaspoons of dry ranch seasoning. This is just going to add some more flavor to our mini meatloaf muffins. And then just a pinch of salt and pepper. We have all of our ingredients. We're just going to mix the meatloaf up with our hands. Now you don't have to use your hands if you don't want to. You could use a meat masher, whatever you like. And this is just the baseline that I like to use. You could add more flavors if you like. Meatloaf video that I had, it was one of my first videos. It was 3 years ago. I look a little bit different, but it is still the same meatloaf recipe that I use today. And also, that video was the video that caught the Chop Jr. Casting Company's attention. So if you want to go check it out, it's right over here. I have a greased muffin tin, and we're just going to take some of our meatloaf mixture and put it into the muffin. You want to fill it up to the line. It's about half a cup to put in our muffin tins, so just do this with the rest of your muffins. All right, so this recipe makes 12 mini muffins, but this next part is where you can kind of customize it and get crazy with it. All right, so we are going to use some ketchup. This is the classic. It goes on most meatloaf. Just kind of drizzle it on. We're actually going to put it on 4. We have some mesquite barbecue sauce. This is my personal favorite. Then we're going to take some salsa and some cheese to make kind of a Mexican one. So the salsa, you kind of have to like make a little hole in your little mini meatloaf for the salsa. Take some salsa, put it into the meatloaf cup, and then take some cheese and sprinkle it on top. Also with these Mexican ones, you could put sour cream on them once they come out of the oven. You could put some guacamole. All right, these are done. They're all filled up. Now, I always like to put it on a cookie sheet just in case it decides to like overflow and then we don't have cheesy goodness in the bottom of our oven, because that would not be cheesy goodness at that point. But just put it on a cookie sheet, bake it at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you have mini meatloaf muffins. All right, here are the meatloaf cups that we made today. These are 160 degrees on the inside, so they are ready for supper. Now, Nancy, you asked me if I could show you how to make easy dinners that kids can make. Well, stick around to the end of the video, and then I will show you how I make this a meal. Subscribe to Jenna's Kitchen, like this video, and y'all have a great day. All right, here you go, Nancy. We have 2 of our meatloaf cups. We have some mashed potatoes where I just took some potatoes, cut them up, and threw them into a pot with some boiling water. I left the skins on for some nutrition, boiled them, took them out, mashed them up with some milk and some butter, added a pinch of salt, add some green beans, put some butter in there, just cooked them up, made them warm, put a pinch of salt in there again, and boom, you have an easy dinner that kids can make. If you try this at home and make it, share it on Facebook or Instagram. Be sure to tag Jenna's Kitchen 16 because I would love to see how it turned out for y'all.